Hi guys, Sassy here with Sassy Goes Keto. I'm just doing some cooking today and decided that I wanted to pop on the camera. Well, before I figured out I wasn't recording, I didn't push the record button. I already made a couple meals that I had planned for you guys. So I'm just going to run you through a couple steps that I did just to make some food I am prepping for today. It is Sunday. We need to get ready for the week. My youngest one just started doing keto, so I'm trying to prep up some meals for her and us so that way we can get her adapted. But here's some of the things that I've been doing for my smothered hamburgers is what I just made. Okay, what I did is I took 2 pounds of ground beef. I chopped up a half of an onion, mixed it in with that, and I also did 2 eggs. I put a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt and some pepper in there with a little bit of garlic. And I also did 2 cans of the creamy mushroom mushroom soup. Now I know this is not directly all keto, you know, it's not good, but it's good enough for my daughter because she's not strictly keto. She just started, she's on a low carb, but she's not fully out. So, I mean, this is something that we can still have even though it's not full keto. It's easier for her to start off with. So, 2 cans of creamy mushroom soup. I don't put anything in it. I just pour the creamy mushroom soups right over the hamburgers after I brown them on my George Foreman grill. I brown them for like 2 to 3 minutes because the grill cooks them in like 7 minutes flat. I mean, just really, really good and really juicy. So after I brown them, I pour that over the top and I stick it in my New Wave oven or in the oven, whichever you prefer. In the New Wave oven, I cannot use aluminum foil over the top because it gets too hot and it does not circulate correctly. So what I normally have to do is turn my oven on, put the aluminum foil over the top, and I bake it for an hour. 45 minutes to an hour at 350 degrees. The smothered burgers, let me get a plate. They turn out very delicious, very moist. Let me get a little plate so I can show you all what they look like here. They're very juicy, and maybe you can see it a little bit more. Lots of extra gravy in here that you can put on something else. And there's the smothered hamburger. Let me get a fork, and then and it's gonna be they're juicy in there still. They've been sitting out a couple minutes before I actually noticed that my camera wasn't on. But this is what I'm prepping for the week. I'm also making her some egg tarts, which I'm going to take you guys through and show you them as well. On the egg tarts, something that I do. It's still hot, so. But I wanted to get it through. My egg tarts are over here in my New Wave oven. This is something that I like to use all the time. As you can see them in there, they're baking and they're almost done. I'll take you through. It's a quick, easy recipe that even your kids can do. My daughter loves jumping in and doing this with me. On some of the ingredients that I'm using for this, I am taking Canadian bacon, and I'm taking 3 whole slices from this, and they're just little round slices, and I'm taking 3 of them. And I will cut them into 4. Just like this, so you have little tiny pieces. And this is something that's very keto friendly. I'm also doing the real bacon bits. So that way I can sprinkle in there. There is no carbohydrates in this whatsoever. It's just some nice bacon pieces that I have, so it gives it a little bit of flavor. I will also sprinkle it with some pink Himalayan salt and then crack an egg in there. She wanted some with the Canadian bacon on top, and she wanted one with some Canadian bacon on the bottom. So what I'm going to do for you is I already made some with the Canadian bacon on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some Canadian bacon on the bottom just to show you. I take 2 slices and put 2 slices in each tray. I'm using a non-stick tray because they're amazing. You buy them on Amazon. Girl, oh boy, sorry about that. Make your life heaven. I'm telling you, it's so much easier. No mess, no cleanup. I mean, just ready to go. So easy. So I'm going to take 1 egg on top of the Canadian bacon. And you're just going to pour. My eggs are like so cold right now because they're sweating. 1 egg per slot here. With the Canadian bacon on the bottom. I do not break the yolk. I just leave it on there. But if you'd like to break the yolk, that's perfectly fine. Okay, sorry, I had to wash my hands. Okay, so I got that. And then I'm going to take some of my pink salt. And I'm just going to do 1 turn on each one. And then here I have some Colby Jack shredded cheese that I just used to, and I'm going to sprinkle some over the top. Okay, sprinkle some over the top. And then I'm going to take some of my bacon. Pour a little bit in my hand and just kind of sprinkle it on top. You can add more, you can add less. It's just however you like. Oh, and my other ones are done. So, let me get a paper towel here so I can wipe the bacon off of my hands here. And I will show you what the other ones look like. I got several things going on at the same time. I got some sloppy joes going on back there for my daughter for the week, so that way she can eat those. I was thinking about making an almond cake, which is something that I really enjoy, which came on. Let me get this out. It's hot. Put this down here. And then I can put this in the view so that way y'all can see. Now I'm holding these pretty tight because I don't want the eggs going everywhere. Before I had put it just right on top. So, okay, in my new egg. And then I'm going to cook these at 350 for 15 minutes. And those are going to go directly in my new egg. Now, here is the ones that are done. Let me see if I can get it on top of a pot holder here. So that way I can show y'all. And they smell wonderful. I'm making a mess. Let me get my paper towel here. Move my cheese out of the way. I've got several different things. It's raining out right now, so it's a beautiful day to cook. To get things done. Let me take these out for y'all and show you. These. Guess I can. Maybe this will work a little better. There we go. And they're just so cute. Just pops right out of there. There's no mess. Very fluffy. You can see the cheese and everything on the Canadian bacon sticking right there out on here. And then I will take and pack these away in a lunch for her for the week. So she can have those with 1 piece of the keto bread that I make. I do the keto bread in the 1-minute keto bread in the microwave, which I'll make a video on that later. Okay, let these cool. Let me take the time to go stir my sloppy joes real quick here. And it went off. And the sloppy joes are hers. Those are not keto. That is by means nothing that it's just a regular manwich with some hamburger, so that way she can have a meal throughout lunch, just to give her something to do. I'm also going to make an egg tart for me and my husband. And in this egg tart, it is something that I like to do. I am going to take a zucchini. And these are just some fragments that I gathered up because they need to be cooked. Oops, sorry about that. They need to be cooked. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook them up. And I've made this before. I take and cut these into pieces. Half. And I didn't use all that, so put this over here. And I am just going to slice little pieces. Not too thin, but not too thick. And I will use this for like several recipes. I don't use a whole one for the egg tarts because, as you know, this stuff, when it gets cooked, it has juices and it gets, it has a lot of water in it. So if you use too many of it, it's going to make your eggs soggy and you're going to wonder what's going on. Why didn't it turn out right? Well, this stuff holds a lot of moisture, and that is just something that, okay, let's put this over here so I can grab it again. So what I'm going to do for mine and my husband's egg tarts is I'm going to give it a little base on the bottom. I have some Colby Jack cheese. Just a little sprinkle. And then I'm going to take a little handful. And I will put them in just like that, just to scatter it through here and there. Now I'm going to take and do roughly between 8 and 10 eggs. Depends on how much I need. I mean, 8 and 10. Oh, this cracked one. But 8 and 10 eggs is perfect. You can make it more, less. You can make it in a cup. And this one's a little different, so bear with me, but it is delicious. Alright. So I know I haven't really said too much about my keto journey. We roughly started our keto journey about a year ago. My husband was in a real bad way. And the doctor told us, you need to do something about it. So I went along with the journey with him. That was the best thing I ever did. I was 310 pounds and needed to lose some weight. Y'all wonder why I keep going over there washing my hands. I have some water over there ready to go. So that way I can wash my hands with some soap. The lighting's not too good because the bright light back there. Several videos I noticed that the light is too bright. I haven't taken to that. Okay, now I have about a teaspoon. It didn't tear all the way right. Let's see if I can get this booger open. Alright. Now, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of my bacon bits to it. And just sprinkle on the bottom. If you like more bacon, that's fine. Put more bacon, but I like to make it stretch throughout meals. Scramble up your eggs really good. Okay. Let's see if I can get this knot. Now I'm going to take some heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons full. And that's just to give it some richness, a little extra fat. Let's just put that right there. And then mix it up. Alright. I'll just use this bowl. Put that in. Okay. Now I'm going to do 7 turns of salt. And then I'm going to do everything but the bagel seasoning. It is something that I come across, and I use it now on a lot of recipes that I am finding that everybody is using them on. I have a couple of them. It's really good, y'all. I'm just like, I can find anything and everything to put this stuff in. And I'm going to sprinkle the bottom on it. It has a little bit of everything in it, as y'all know. So I just sprinkled that on the bottom, and then I'm going to take my egg mixture and just pour it over the top. Now I'm going to take some, I usually put mozzarella or Asiago, Monterey. I try a little bit of everything, but today for the cheese that I have is I picked some Kobe Jack. So I want to make sure to get it used before I open up any other ones. Excuse me, pardon me. So I'm going to take a little sprinkle. About a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup, depending how much cheese y'all like on your eggs. Just enough to get it melty, and that's also going to give it some extra fats too. And guys, this is going to be under 1 carb. I mean, just for like half of it, because there's not very many carbs in the zucchini at all. The egg tarts are almost done, so then I can stick this in there. A little bit of something. And then I have a little bit left over of bacon. So it's just a little sprinkle that's in the bottom of this. So I'm just going to put some on top. And usually I will take and chop up an onion, and I will also chop up a yellow squash and put some yellow squash in it as well. But today I'm using the yellow squash to try and make a keto apple pie. That is something new that I'm going to try. I'm also trying to learn to make noodles. So that's really excited on something that I've been wanting to do. Try new recipes, try new things out, figure out what I'm going to talk to you guys, get more comfortable around the camera. It's easier to talk in person than it is to a camera, as you notice. You know, it's a little frightening, but we're going to do it. We're going to get there. I do a lot of this so that way my kids, a lot of them are moved away, and they're constantly calling me, hey mom, how do you do this? How do you do that? You know, how do you cook this? So these are some memories that I can just cook up for them. They're also joining the keto journey as well. Very proud of them, both of them. The third one, he just started. He's going to be doing it as well. So these are just something he can look back at, and I can throw the recipes together, and we can just go from there. So I'm actually going to use this for some bread. I'm going to saute this up, and I'm going to make a little zucchini bread that I can put just 1 minute in the microwave and try and see how I do. Try some recipes before I try it out. Oh, I got to get my aluminum foil on here. Okay, got that taken. It is muggy hot. I opened up my windows and my doors thinking, whew, it's going to be a good day to cook. Well, y'all, I'm sweating. Alright, so try and get little by little some recipes out to you. I haven't did any this weekend, so I will figure I would try to get some out for y'all, just to put out, you know, something on what I'm doing. I can take you. Here's the egg tarts. They're cooking in my new wave oven right now. They are poofy, yummy, ready to go. These ones I'm going to be taking them out. They should be about almost cool enough for me to take out and place them together. Come here. I have been going through keto recipes like no other. Writing them down, printing them off, finding new recipes, just so I don't get bored with keto. Because I'm afraid if I get bored, then I'm gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna cheat, and I don't want that. So I found some ice cream, because I love ice cream, Rebel ice cream, y'all. The bomb. Oh my lord. Mint chocolate chip is one of my favorites that I've been eating. I just found the butter pecan at one of our other grocery stores. Y'all, you don't know what you're missing. You have keto, and if you're like me, you're a cake lover, you're a sweet lover. Really, really, really good. I'm just like, it hits the spot. But to be like me and sit with the whole pint, you can sit there before you know it, that whole pint is gone. So I turn around and just to make sure to eat half of it. There's some of them have 3 servings per pint. Some of them have 2 servings per pint. Most of the ones that I see have 3 servings per pint, but I eat half and then call it quits and give them the other one. Either that or I share it with my husband. Sometimes he doesn't want it, so I just stick it back in the freezer. I'm going to do a recipe I'm trying to work with right now is lemon bread. Yes, lemon bread. I can make a mean lemon bread with regular flour, but now I don't know how almonds and lemons are going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to see how things go. And then if it turns out, I'll post to you guys. I'll post it on a video, and I'll walk you through the steps that I'm taking. If I don't give you guys enough information, don't be afraid to leave a comment below saying, hey, we want more info. We want, you know, I usually don't post the carbs and stuff like that. I will let you all know if it's too many carbs, but I try to keep everything low. When I do cook, each meal I try to keep below 5 carbs. Some of them, they are way far below that. I will just new at this. I'm trying to put the description down there. Learning how to edit and everything. Y'all, editing. Oof, days and days on end for editing. So just trying to get everything. Right. Let's get these out. Y'all, these are poofy. They're going to come down quick. Alright. Get that out. Let's get this in. And if you guys want to transfer anything like this on the Rubbermaids, you know, it's really easy to turn around and transfer it with a baking sheet, but with a new wave oven, it throws out less heat than my regular oven would. So I prefer to cook with it, and I got this new wave oven about around Christmas time, a little bit before Christmas time, and y'all, I fell in love with it. It is really good. Okay, so this one, it is so big, so I'm going to cook it at 350, and I'm going to cook it for 35 minutes. Just because it's so thick. Try and see if I can bring these all over for y'all. And they're really, really hot. Just looks the same. Poofy, yummy. I could try and split one open to show you guys what it looks like here. Take one out. And then I'll cut. She's wanting to snack anyway, so I can give her a little snack. I don't know what to do. Let's get the cheese off of the sides here. Oh, they smell so good. And take my knife. Hot. See if I can get this all the way through. And then let me show you. See if you can get that good enough. And the egg all the way through. Canadian bacon on the bottom, if you can see. Cheese on top, bacon on top. I'm like, really, really good snack. Really good breakfast for in the morning. So you can do that with a couple strawberries. Just for her. I'm going to be trying some keto pancakes because I want pancakes. And I've got a couple recipes on that. I'm going to try some cake mixes. Got a lot coming up. I'll try and post videos every weekend. So if you guys like what you see, give me a comment below. Push that like button and subscribe if you like to subscribe. That would be great. That would help me out a lot. And that way I can give you guys, we can learn together. I can give you more content. I can cook. I can throw things together. Give me a recipe and I will try and ketoize it. I try to do it all the time. I actually just made the banana cream pie keto version and it turned out really well. But y'all, my memory card, I had to go get a new one because it was just crazy. So I went and got a new one so that way I can upload some of these videos and get them done. So I will come back at you guys with another recipe. It's going to be about 30 minutes for this to get done. But it's going to come out the same as the egg tarts did. The cheese is going to be melty on top. It's going to be really delicious. I have some huge, y'all, look at these jalapenos that I got. Look at these jalapenos. Okay, this is my hand. Look how big them things are. They are just about as big as my hand. I am thinking about doing, of course everybody knows the cream cheese and the bacon wrap. That's kind of normal with it. That is like a delectable item that everybody eats. I was thinking about doing a hamburger and mixing it with some cheese, some Parmesan, Romano, and then putting some other stuff in it and making some stuffed peppers because these look really good. If y'all have any ideas, just let me know. I'm going to experiment with them and see what I can get because, oh my gosh, they're so big. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger as they go. Look how big they are. I'm like, wow. So it's something that I bought to see. I love jalapenos. I love hot stuff. So instead of using a bell pepper, hey, let's go for it and let's use jalapeno and give it a little spice in my life. So that's something that I'm coming up that I'm going to be making. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do it today. I don't have any hamburger defrosted out and ready to go, but it will be coming up next week. I will take in, if I have time during the week, I will also do a video and then try and get it up and posted. Yep, I have 31 minutes remaining. So, hey guys. On my very first video, I have, okay, this was my very first bag of almond flour. Okay, I love the recipe that was on the back, and it's called Magically Moist Almond Cake. I'm going to try to do it again. The recipe's on the back. It turned out super delicious the first time. I'm going to try and make this a second time. And then I will post the ingredients on there. I will walk you guys through it, show you how to do. It's really good, but so far I have not been able to find this recipe again. So luckily I saved the bag. So that way I can come back again. I didn't write it down, so I'm going to be writing it down and making a cookbook. So that way I can try some almond cake because I love sweets. I don't know about you guys, but I love sweets. Lily's chocolate chips. I come across some new ones that I liked that I did not know they have, and now they have like a salted caramel Lily's chocolate bar. They have an almond Lily's chocolate bar that has almonds inside of it. There's several that I want to try that are really, really good. I'm looking for many new keto items. I've been looking around. I want to try the keto box, the keto freight, keto box crate to see what comes in it, to see if I can actually have some, because what necessarily would be considered keto would be easy for me, but some of the other items, they have whole wheat or they have the gluten in it, which my husband cannot have. So that is something that I'm looking for into finding something good. We discovered wisps. Those are good. I'm trying to find some good recipes. And oh, y'all, I'm going to be doing a potato salad, and I'm going to ketoize it, and I am going to be doing it with radishes. So I'm also going to try potato chips with radishes as well. So I got a lot. I got a lot to do, a lot to try. Bring you guys on as much as I can. See what you think. Trying to get better at this. We're going to cook. We're going to get it done. So thanks for watching. My name is Sassy. And you guys have a wonderful day. I will try and post another video soon. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more videos. Try to be as much informative as I can when I'm going through this journey. So I'll bring you guys with me too. My journey might inspire somebody else. You never know. So why not try? All right, you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it, and you have a good night.